It all started with a red-eye flight to Australia. A family vacation. And when I say family, I mean me and my mistake of a son. The only thing worse than the crying babies on the flight was the shitty movie we had to watch. Something about a necklace? 4 out of 5 stars, my ass. But little did I know, things were about to go from shit to shittier.
Flight attendants and cabin crew, please.
I woke up hungry, aroused, and pissed off. Some hairless sleazebag with a bad suntan took my son. I was a man on a mission. I started walking around until I eventually came across this thing that kind of looked like Gollum from The Hobbit. I don't know if you've ever seen The Hobbit, but he was a son of a bitch. So I decided not to take my chances. It wasn't long before more started to show up, so I was like, "Yo, she-bitch." Then I serenaded her with my axe. My appetite for destruction had grew so much that I started to make an effigy out of their body parts. In retrospective, it was kind of fucking gross. And when I thought all hope was lost, that there was truly no escape off of this fucking rock, I found a boat from the heavens. Unfortunately, it was shot to shit. Could have something to do with the fact that it's been there since 1984. At least there was something that time didn't take its toll on. What's a good story without its own little music montage? Through my stride of cannibal killing and cave exploration, I grew big enough balls to jump down the cenote, or sinkhole, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And little did I know that things were about to go from shit to shittier. This is embarrassing for both parties. For one, I had to die in order for them to capture me. And second, I actually fucking killed myself. My big balls got to my head. At first I thought the bastards were dumb for leaving me all my weapons. But then I soon realized it was out of courtesy. I decided to spare the beast and strategically locate an exit. Cave diving will always provide you with some interesting experiences. In some cases, you might find something like a katana. And in others, your mom. But this one cave in particular had a key card. At this point, I knew the island like the back of my dick, so a key card definitely seemed out of place. I like to poop in caves, sort of as a fuck you to the mutants of this island. But upon entering this cave, I found more than just a personal restroom, but an actual door. And couldn't you believe it? It led to the bottom of the cenote, a sinkhole. In the center was a body of water, and in that body of water was a hole. And you're gonna blow your load over what I found down there. Yeah, that's right, more caves. But believe it or not, there was actually some cheese at the end of this shit-stained labyrinth. It was like walking between dimensions. One was overgrown and riddled with anorexic douchebags, and the other was pristine, but abandoned in a complete wreck. Well, not completely abandoned. From the looks of it, these no-good inbreds were science experiments. Some worse than others. After surviving on this island for a little over a week, I'd finally found what I was looking for. I had to find a new sacrifice to try and resurrect this little nose picker. Figured the odds of that weren't looking very good, but shit, I have nothing else to do. stood before me in that very moment will only be known as the ultimate she-bitch. I sliced, I diced, I set her ablaze. I did everything I could to take her down. I was out of meds and I was losing hope, so I made one final push. And just like that, the key to salvation was in my hands. It was simple. Go back to the machine, use her as a sacrifice, and get the hell out of Dodge. Turned out, there was a bit more hiding behind the scenes. And that was that. My great big adventure.
My next guest is a TV star, author, and real-life plane crash survivor. Here to talk to us about his new book, Rescue, along with his son, Timmy. Please, give it up for Eric LeBlanc. Nice to meet you, man. That's one hell of a story.
Things for once were going great. I wrote a book on my experiences, and people absolutely loved it. Like it's some sort of fairy tale with a knight in shining armor coming to the rescue. In a way, I thought that being stranded on that island was one of the best things that had ever happened to me. Like the beginning of another chapter or something. A chapter of life where I had everything figured out. But as always, things just went to shit.